Hi staff, here's my first attempt at doing a flipped staff meeting. Flipped classroom is those where teachers are putting out videos for students to look at home or during their study time, and then arriving at class more to do discussions than to give background information, which is kind of the backwards of the way it's done often. So hopefully what this will do is give us more time to have discussion over items that do not need to be clarified, and maybe even make the meetings very, very short. Who the heck knows? But anyway, because I've been asking you to try some different things, I thought that this was an opportunity to do that. So here we go. Our agenda today, the first is reading, and I'm going to share a quote that I believe I got from Mr. Husky in the last week or so, and that is, "The best teachers are those who show you where to look, but don't tell you what to see." And I thought that was good. And we'll share some golden nuggets when we do get in as our opening. Some reminders to you: grades and eligibility. Remember that your grade book is an open book. It's no longer hidden. Eligibility will be run for the first time for third quarter next Tuesday, on the 22nd at 6:45 a.m. So be sure that you've got some grades in there so that we don't have any empties. I'm going to tell you that the #1 complaint I get from parents and students is that teachers do not put grades in, or they don't put grades in on a timely manner. I think it's a matter of professionalism, and I note in the handout that I sent you, I really think a week is the time. Unless you're talking about a long-term paper, I think a week ought to be sufficient. And I think if you can't do that, you need to reprioritize how you're giving and what you're giving at what time, so you don't have 8 classes of grades to grade at one time, or change it up or do something. But we need to get grades in on a timely manner. And there need to be grades in often. We are not college. We are not 1 or 2 or 3 grades or one project determines a grade. In lab classes, I believe there can be some things about attendance, work ethic, care of materials that can happen every week. I really believe that at a minimum there should be 1 grade a week, regardless of what class it is. PE, which I did before, can be tough to grade, but you do grade on participation, effort, attendance, dressing out. Those same sort of things should carry over into lab classes. A minimum of 1 grade a week is fair, and less than that, you would have to convince me that for some reason. And I understand grading a final project, but at this point we are looking at progress, so benchmarks, deadlines, projects, things like that, I think are important to do. Lockdowns, just remember a couple. We have 2 different kinds: internal and exterior. External or a full lockdown. Internal lockdowns, lock your door, keep teaching, and you'll be told to do that. An external or full lockdown means lock the door, shut off the lights, seek safe areas. Fire drills, great job again today that we did a fire drill. Remember to use your green and red card. We also need to do a better job of having attendance as soon as you can. Kind of be noting attendance as kids are coming in. I know that we blew that right at the beginning, but I think that's kind of what you want, is not to mess up the middle of a period. So let me know if there's something different you'd like to have. Remember that we are saying this is a drill. If you ever hear an alarm where it says this is not a drill, you need to be a little heightened awareness. I certainly am when I'm doing that. We will have a pep rally on Friday at 1:30. The dismissal times are posted. It was the best time we could find to avoid a few conflicts. We need to do it in the afternoon because Ms. Hogue needs to get here also from elementary, so it had to be then. Parent-teacher conferences are coming up pretty quick. 3 weeks they'll be here. February 4th, Monday, noon to 8 p.m. Booster Club is going to provide us some lunch from supper. I'd like to see us do something about staggering when people go, so that we don't end up with half our teaching staff eating lunch at the same, or supper at the same time, and parents having nowhere to go. So we need to work on some kind of a plan to make that work. By now, most of you know there is going to be a change in the front office. Julie Halverson is going to be leaving us. I don't know how you feel about that, but I know what she has done for Conestoga in the time that she's been here. We are in the application process because of the way that it played out. We were not able to hire or advertise before she submitted her resignation. We hope to have it as soon as possible. There may be some days when we don't have someone there. We're going to do the very best job we can to cover, and we really plan we'll get a very competent person in. There's also a change of maintenance, and that maintenance change is that Tad Holloman is no longer head of maintenance. He has been reassigned to evening maintenance here for the next 2.5 weeks. I've got 2 people working evenings, so there are going to be some special projects going on of getting the cleaning done, the regular cleaning plus other things. If you've got any suggestions, don't hesitate to tell me. This is the busiest time to do transportation. Most things out, we need your help. Be sure that you do your requests in a timely manner. Please help us with keeping the vans clean, empty the trash. There should be new trash bags in the bottom of trash cans or in the cubbies of the big van, which is right below the cup holders there in front, or in the storage underneath the front passenger seat. If there aren't, let us know. We'll get them. You can dump your trash in the dumpster by the concession stand. It's also time that we'll begin thinking about next year's scheduling very, very soon. We'll do a process similar to what we did last year, and so if you've got any concerns or if you've got ideas about changes of classes, don't hesitate to tell us. Those are the things I have. When we meet tomorrow on Wednesday, I'll basically say, are there any clarifications that need to be made, any discussion, or are there things we need to talk about? And that's the way we'll spend Wednesday. And I hope our flip staff meeting works well. Thank you.